I'm sorry. That that what I was doing had value. And in the end, I'm sorry, I try not to cry on TV.
7 p.m. Eastern, where Joy Reid's show, The Readout, ended tonight. And Joy is not taking a different job in the network. She is leaving the network altogether.
As Crystal Ball pointed out on Twitter, can't say I'm surprised, speaking of Eamon losing his show. Joy, Alex, Eamon, and Mehdi Hassan before were all critical of Israel, and now they've all been canceled. No dissent from the pro-genocide consensus will be tolerated.
In a move that sent shockwaves through the media landscape, MSNBC has announced a major overhaul of its programming, leading to the unexpected departure of prominent host Joy Reid. What led to this surprising decision, and what does it mean for the future of the network?
There could not be.
Joy Reid, a trailblazing journalist and political analyst, has been a cornerstone of MSNBC's evening lineup since 2020. Hosting The Readout, she provided sharp commentary on pressing political issues, earning a dedicated viewership.
I want to start with you, Rachel. I would love for you to give our audience just your take, your tips. What do you think people can be doing right now that's effective?
Well, first I want to say that I love you, Joy.
I love
and
you.
that I am bereft that The Readout is ending. I just can't even, I sort of can't get beyond that, so I want to say that, but that is also part of what I think I have to say to the country about this moment, which is find people who you respect and trust and love.
It is the final show of The Readout.
However, in a sudden turn of events, MSNBC's new president, Rebecca Cutler, announced the cancellation of The Readout and Reid's departure from the network. This decision is part of a broader restructuring aimed at revitalizing the network's programming.
We are here to support Joy. Don't believe the hype about the ratings. Her show was doing very well. You know whose ratings ain't doing well, who ain't never got fired? Morning Joe. Joe Scarborough. They went to kiss the ring, and they are still being elevated.
The news of Reid's exit elicited strong reactions from her colleagues. Rachel Maddow, a leading voice at MSNBC, expressed deep respect and sadness over the show's end, highlighting the sense of loss felt within the network.
Primetime MSNBC host Rachel Maddow is speaking out against her own network after the network decided to cancel Joy Reid's show.
Both of our non-white hosts in primetime are losing their shows, as is Katie Fang on the weekend. And that feels worse than bad.
Former MSNBC host Keith Olbermann didn't mince words, labeling the network's decision as brutally racist. He criticized the simultaneous cancellation of shows hosted by minority anchors, including Jonathan Capehart, Eamon Mohielden, and Alex Wagner.
Firing of Joy Reid by MSNBC, of course it was racist. MSNBC has only ever had 4 women of color solo anchor their own shows, and they've now fired all 4 of them. They've also just fired Alex Wagner. How many protests do you expect to hear from Maddow and O'Donnell and all the rest? It stinks.
In response to the backlash, MSNBC emphasized its commitment to diversity. The network announced a new ensemble program featuring Simone Sanders Townsend, Michael Steele, and Alicia Menendez, with Menendez becoming the first Latina in MSNBC primetime.
Yo, we about to go on here because it is the final show of The Readout. And so we got here, I got squad, look at all the people. Okay, so look, we're about to have a wonderful show. I gotta get in this chair because I actually have to have a microphone on me so that I can actually be heard, not just on this live, but actually on the show itself. So you know I had to wear my merch. I've got all my merch on because I even have a shoe. Hold on, let me show you a shoe. I hope you guys can see it. Because, you know, we have the best merch because, you know, I'm really good at that. And look, let me one more time just show you the squad that we brought with us. Listen!
During her final broadcast, Reid reflected on her tenure, expressing gratitude to her team and viewers. She underscored the importance of addressing critical issues, from civil rights to international conflicts.
I'm not sorry, I'm just proud of my show.
I'm proud of my little team, the little team that could. I'm so proud of what we did and so grateful that God gave me nearly 5 years to do it. And in total, nearly 10 years to do television my way, on my terms.
This shakeup comes as MSNBC faces declining ratings and a shifting media landscape. The network's decision to revamp its lineup reflects a strategic move to adapt to these challenges.
It is also unnerving to see that on a network where we've got two non-white hosts in primetime, both of our non-white hosts in primetime are losing their shows.
As MSNBC navigates this transformative period, the departure of Joy Reid marks the end of an era. The impact of these changes remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the media landscape is evolving, and networks must adapt to stay relevant.
It is not news for me to tell you that the press and freedom of the press are under attack in a way that is really, it's a big deal for our country. It's very visceral for us here. I know that the business of the press is not an easy thing, and I know that no job is forever. But I think I'm safe in saying for all of us anchors who you know through the TV, please know that what pains us the most is not what happens to us. It is what happens to our coworkers on whom we depend and who you don't necessarily know, but we respect and love them and depend on them. And did I mention we respect them? This is a difficult time in the news business.
What are your thoughts on MSNBC's recent changes? Do you believe this restructuring will benefit the network, or is it a step in the wrong direction? Share your opinions in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analyses of current events.